Sometimes they may be shy, or maybe they don't have, there would be people about here that wouldn't have any Irish.
It hasn't really got the policy recognition that it needs.
I think we're surrounded by English, so there's a lot of English everywhere.
There's lots of obstacles for learning Irish.
Christopher, a night on each no?
No.
Is Misha Kieran McGillivane, August Tommy and Shaw Sakuldalan, Le I Ainara as Tierna Mascach. There will be very few native speakers in this part of Ireland, so the vast majority of people who are Irish speakers and users would be second language users, so people who have learned the language. Now there's increasing numbers today of people who, like myself, are raising their children through the Irish language.
Definitely people are more aware of what is needed for the language and for the language to survive, and for the identity of the language and of the identity of the Irish identity also.
The young people themselves who didn't want their youth club being closed, so they led a campaign which involved thousands of people taking part in public meetings, going down to public demonstrations and stuff, and ultimately it was the young people that then put enough pressure on the authorities to reverse that decision. The first school was established in the very early 70s by a pioneering community who kind of had met, were language activists who wanted to work for the language. They then married and had children together. They bought a plot of land and they built what we think what's considered to be the first urban kind of minority language community anywhere in the world, and from then it just had incremental growth. We now have I think around 40 primary schools across the north of Ireland.
For many years, schools have been the supporter of the Irish language, but there was the need to bring it to social life, and that is when the youth organizations started.
In the cultural land here we have kids events, concerts, art. We try to facilitate everybody. We try to not kind of emphasise Irish language, but arts events. So it just happens that these arts events are in Irish. So be it an art class or music or dance, we try to provide that in Irish, but also in a manner that everybody will understand it.
Irish is Misha Garblin Irene Everyoiga o Glornamona. The purpose of why Glornamona was built was to kind of give that element of fun and to build confidence and add the social skills on top of the Irish language. And the EA had actually pulled that funding scheme then that says that the Glornamona were unsuccessful in the funding scheme that they've been applying for over 7 years, so it was kind of the jobs were taken away overnight. So we kind of took up a campaign and went and protested outside the EA offices and had a public meeting held in College First just down the road there with parents and young people all attended, and we got the money restored, but they restored the funds on a 3-month basis, so it's still on a probation kind of period, so just for 3 months.
The language is this wealth that cannot be taken away from us again, and we have to preserve that.
People with a strong, confident sense of identity, of self-worth, of who they are and what their place is in the world. It doesn't mean that we all think the same on any issue, it just means that we have a common identity.
It fills me with so much pride that I can speak fluently in Irish. We should all be able to have the freedom to speak what language we want.
We also have to challenge people that don't accept that identity.
listen and follow more Ireland Foster, public chaplain on them.